Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to TRICENTIS Tosca automation tutorial. As you all know, I've already published 73 YouTube videos covering beginners level, advanced level, beginners level, intermediate level, and advanced level concepts of TRICENTIS Tosca automation. So from few videos onwards, I've started teaching you the real-time scenarios where you might encounter different types of obstacles and how can we solve those obstacles while automating the test cases by using TRICENTIS Tosca. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you. This is our lesson 74 in terms of overall TRICENTIS Tosca automation training, and this is obstacle 32 in terms of real-time scenarios. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how can we solve an obstacle where you need to sort all 10 numbers displaying on the screen in sequential order by using the methods like do-while loops, if-else statements. So now let us go and see in detail what is the obstacle that we need to solve for. So here is the obstacle list that we started working on, and if you scroll down, so this is our obstacle that we are going to solve for. Bubble sort, which is categorized as hard. Let us go for it. Let us understand what is the obstacle that we need to solve for. So I can read here, sort the number from 1 to 9, click on swap if the left number is greater than the right number inside the blue bubble. Otherwise, click next. So the blue text field on the bottom left will display keep sorting until all the numbers are correctly sorted. So here these are the 10 numbers that are displaying. Now we need to sort in ascending order. If the number on right side is less than the number on left side, you need to click swap. So now 1 is less than 4. So that means the condition is satisfied. So if the condition satisfies left number less than right number, then you need to click next. Again, if left number is less than right number, then again you need to click on next. If left number is greater than right number, you need to click on swap. Then click next. Again, your left number is less than right number, so simply you can go to next. So here your left number is greater than right number, click on swap. So this way, keep performing the actions until all the numbers are sorted. So now you can see all the numbers are sorted and your button also changed. Perfect, you did it. So until you sort all the numbers successfully, your button remains as keep sorting. Okay, so now how can we automate this by using TRICENTIS Tosca? Let us go to TRICENTIS Tosca. So as usual, we are going to capture the objects that are required for automation under module section in obstacles folder. Right click on this obstacles folder, select scan, application. So this is the application that you would like to automate. Click on scan. So if you are not able to capture the objects in the right way, you are gonna struggle in automating this particular scenario. What we need to do? Observe clearly. For here, I need to capture swap, next and keep sorting buttons first. Let's do one thing. Simply select swap and this is uniquely identified. Next, this is uniquely identified. Keep sorting, this is also uniquely identified. Now you need to capture this bubble, left number and the right number. So for that, expand this one. So you're not seeing that bubble, right? So what you need to do, you need to expand the filter by clicking right side. Still I don't see. Again, click here. Now I can see the bubble. How? Where? So if you scroll up, so this is your bubble. So if you see, your bubble left number is 1, that, and then your bubble right number is 8, and this is your bubble. So let's expand this now. Select the bubble. If you observe closely, the bubble has the property called inner text 18. This is dynamic, so you should not rely on this inner text. Instead, uncheck this one, rely on your class name and rename this as bubble to identify the object correctly. And then this is your first number. Check this one. Again, your first number has an inner text of 1. So these numbers are not unique. These are all dynamic. So uncheck this inner text and check the class name. And here let's rename this as first. In the same way, the second one. This is my second number. Inner text is right now 8, but in future it might not be 8. So that's why remove this and check class name and rename this as second. But if you observe closely, these two are now not uniquely identified, because for this object's class name is num, tag is div. For this object, class name is num, tag is div. Now I need to make these two numbers identify uniquely. How can I do that? I can use identify object by index. Select this now. My first number has an index of 1. Select this. In the same way, your second number has an index of 2. Select this one. Now you can see here your num1 and second number are uniquely identified. So you should not forget that. What are the things that you should not forget? Expand the filter to identify the bubble, and you need to change the bubble property by removing inner text, add class name, and then same applies for number 1 and number 2. Remove inner text, add class name, but for number 1 and number 2, we are making these two identified as unique by introducing the identify by index. So now let us name this module with the name of your obstacle. Copy this and then paste it here and save the module and close your Xscan. Let's come back here now. So if you scroll down fully, so this is the obstacle that we captured. So come here now. This is the module that we captured. I can see bubble, first number, second number, swap, next, keep sorting. So now let us automate the test case. To automate the test case, let us concentrate on left section, which is test case section. Right click on this obstacles folder, obstacles test case folder, and create test case and paste the and name the test case with obstacle name. Double click on this. Now let us automate the test case. To automate the test case, what is the method that you would like to use? So if you observe closely, first I'm going to perform action either swap or next for the first two numbers, and then again I'm going to perform swap or next for the second two pair of numbers. So like that I'm going to keep going until all the numbers are sorted. That means I can use the loops. Okay, so let us go back here now. Right click and select do statement. Here create do statement. Select this one. So under do statement you will have a loop and condition. Now under loop, let me first introduce wait. Let me introduce a wait. Right click here, add test step. I'm going to say wait, T box wait. I'm going to wait for 500 milliseconds. Okay. So why I'm introducing wait? Because before you perform any action within the loop, I want to introduce a wait. Now, my first loop is to check your inner text or to capture the inner text into a buffer. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to simply drag this module into a loop. First, I come to my first bubble, right? Now, I would like to buffer the first number within the bubble. I would like to buffer the first number into a variable. So here what I'm going to do, expand this, and here I would like to buffer the number. How can I buffer the number? By using inner text. Inner text equal to, here I'm going to buffer into num1 variable, and your action mode should be buffered. Now I have buffered your first number into a variable. So once that is done, I have to compare if your second number is less than first number. If your second number is less than first number, you need to click on swap. So how can we do that? I would like to introduce if else statement. So again come to loop, right click, and here select create if statement. So under if statement, what I would like to do now, I have to check if your second number is less than your first number. Let's come here. I'm going to again drag this entire module onto the condition. So here now I'm going to make sure that rename this step as check if second number is less than first. So to compare that, what I'm going to do, come to your second number, because first number we have already captured into a buffer. So second number inner text is less than. So what I'm going to do, if the second number inner text is less than your first number, which is stored under buffer. So hence what I'm going to do here, first your data type needs to be changed. Okay, change it to numeric. That is first and foremost thing that you need to do. And here now second number inner text is less than your first number, which is stored under buffer. So to call the buffer, open curly braces, capital B, open square braces, your buffer variable name num1, close square braces, close curly braces. So here what we are doing, we are verifying if the inner text of your second number is less than the inner text of first number, which we stored under buffer. So we need to verify this, just specify it as verify. Okay, so if this condition is true, then what we need to do? We need to swap it. So hence, if this condition is true, then again under then drag this module onto then condition, and here you need to click on swap button. So here I'm going to rename this as click swap. So here against swap, enter X. So what are we doing here? Under if condition, I'm first verifying the condition. If your second number is less than first number, then I'm clicking on swap. Else you need to click on where? You need to click on next button. So for that, again, what I'm going to do here, simply drag this module onto your loop. And here, after if condition, if this condition is not satisfying, then you need to click next button. I came out of if statement. Okay. So here simply enter X against next button. So that is done. And then I'm going to repeat this until when? I'm going to repeat all this every time. Again, it is going to verify if the right is less than left or not. If right is not less than left, then you need to click on next, right? So I have to do this until when? Until my button is displaying as keep sorting. Once everything is sorted, then your button will be changing to something else instead of keep sorting. So that's why, what is my condition for this do loop statement? Just simply drag this and drop here to the do condition, and here rename this as check if sorting needed or not. Okay, how can I check that? Expand this one. I have to perform this looping until I have the inner text of this button as keep sorting. So simply come here, verify the inner text. Inner text equal to keep sorting. So here I'm going to select it as verify. So let me explain the same thing again here now, okay? So what we are doing, first I have introduced a do loop. So do statement will have loop statement and condition. What is the loop? I'm asking Tosca to perform sequence of operations under loop. First, I am buffering the first number within the bubble. So let me rename this as buffer the first number. Once I buffer the first number, then I am verifying if the second number is less than first number by using if else statement. That's why within the loop I have introduced if else statement. How I am verifying? I am verifying the inner text of second number is less than your first number which is stored under buffer. Once that is done, if condition meets, then I am clicking on swap and then come out of if statement. If this condition does not meet, you need to click on next button, right? So I am repeating this loop until I meet the condition where the button name is keep sorting. So now let us change the status of your test case as completed. Save the test case. Let's go back to application. Let me click on try again. So now right click and run in Scratchbook. Now you can see here it is performing swap if your second number is less than your first number, and it is clicking on next if the condition does not meet. So it should sort all the numbers. So you can see here now still there is one number which is not sorting in correct sort order. So now this is done. That means the test case whatever we automated is correctly working. See, now you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So let me try again. Let me rerun this again. Okay, let's go back here, right click and run in Scratchbook. So now it started comparing the two numbers. Based on the condition that we entered. If the right number is less than left number, then it is performing swap, otherwise it is performing next. So now you can see all the numbers are sorted correctly. So the do loop is quitting as soon as your button name changes to perfect, you did it. That means keep sorting, inner text is changed to perfect, you did it. So that is when the loop will come out. So hope you all understand the concept. So this is really very important. How can you sort all the numbers by using do loop and then if then statements. So if you have any queries, leave your queries in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries. Thank you. Hope you all understand how can we solve an obstacle where you need to sort the numbers that are displaying on screen by using do and while loop methods and if else statements. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you.